I don't understand, quite frankly, how the Charlotte Hornets can roll out the rotation they did in this game. And I don't understand how the NBA can't find something like this because looking at the injury report tonight, what is this? What is this? Tell me what this is, NBA and Charlotte Hornets. Okay, so first of all, the Boston Celtics, they only rest Jaylen Brown. And let's face it, this isn't rest. This is an actual injury we've seen Jaylen Brown deal with for the past couple of weeks. We'll get to him in a little bit. We've been talking about him lately, a lot lately, and this knee injury. And I'm going to continue to talk about it tonight because I don't think we got a positive result, even though he wasn't out on the court. But only Jaylen Brown on the injury report for the Celtics. And it's a legitimate injury. But what is going on with the Hornets? What's going on with this? No LaMelo Ball, no Miles Bridges, no Brandon Miller, no Josh Green. Mark Williams, great, available. We know Grant Williams, legitimate injury. All right. All these other guys, now there's I will point this out. There may be some legitimate injuries out after Grant Williams. I know Grant Williams tore his ACL, but I'm looking at this going, these are some of the best players. These are all the best players on the Hornets. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Trey Mann, Josh Green, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams. Now, great, he was available, but he's questionable coming into today. These are all of the Hornets' best players. And you're telling me they're all injured? I'm sure some of them have somewhat of an injury or some of them are banged up, but what is this? What is this? Now, you know what? The NBA, they suffer from ratings. I have a million opinions on why the NBA suffers from ratings. And we filmed on it before, I've written on it, but this is also a problem. I'm just saying, this is also a problem with the NBA and their ratings because you have a team like the Charlotte Hornets who have completely given up. You have a team who is openly tanking, and I don't understand how this is legal because you're not supposed to be resting players at the end of the year and tanking. But I'm calling this out because teams have clearly found a loophole in this. Clearly. Look at this. These are all the top rotation players for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Josh Green, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller. Mark Williams, great, he played, but he's on there too. What's going on? And Grant Williams tore his ACL, unfortunately, in Milwaukee earlier this year. I mean, I guess prayers to Grant. He was on the bench. He seems to be doing fine in his rehab. But I'm upset about this. I am because tonight's game, you know what? I want the Charlotte Hornets to bring their best performance. All right? I want to see them play their best performance. And for half of the game, they did great. They challenged the Celtics. No, I want to see in game 81. I want to see LaMelo Ball. I want to see Brandon Miller. All right. I want to see Miles Bridges out there. Actually, I don't want to see Miles Bridges. You can keep him on the bench or out of the lineup. I don't want to see Miles Bridges. Just saying. I've been very clear on that in the past. But how is this allowed? The NBA literally put in restrictions on rest years ago to prevent this. Yet now teams, they'll just, oh, we'll put these guys on the injury report. Al Horford, the big toe. For the Celtics, I'm glad. Fine, go ahead. Al Horford and his left big toe. Sure, Kristaps Porzingis and his mysterious illnesses. Sure, put him on the injury report. Oh, Drew Holiday and his shoulder. Sure, put him on the injury report. They get to rest. But the Hornets, and it's not just the Hornets, okay? I want to point that out. Look at the Wizards. We just faced the Wizards. Half of their lineup was out. Over half. Franco mentioned it on the broadcast. It was true. These teams at the end of the year, what? Why? Why? And here's who played. This is an abomination in today's NBA that this Hornets lineup played. All right? Here's the starting lineup for the Hornets. Mark Williams at center, who, one of the most popular Hornets because he was a Laker for 2 days before that trade was rescinded. So Mark Williams, who everybody has a great opinion on, as if they watch Charlotte Hornets basketball every night. Daquan Jeffries, former Knick. Daquan Jeffries, Josh Okogie, who is traded from the Phoenix Suns for Nick Richards earlier this year. Nick Smith Jr., all right, young guy. KJ Simpson, okay. Salon, okay, I won't even attempt his first name. Tijon, Salon, okay. I guess I just did. Damian Baugh, Yusuf Nurkic, great. Nurk, throw him out there. Put him out there for 18 minutes. Let him get 14 points and 6 rebounds. Seth Curry, who actually, you know what? Let's we won't go into that yet. Jalen Sims. And when they said Jalen Sims, I heard it on the broadcast. I went, do they mean Jericho Sims? And I was like, oh no, forgot he plays for Milwaukee. But Jalen Sims, like, who is this? Wendell Moore Jr. Is Wendell Moore the only reason he in the NBA because he went to Duke? Legitimate question. What has he done in his NBA career up to this point? I believe this is year 3 of Wendell Moore. It's like, wasn't great at Duke. Timberwolves, nothing happened. He's on the Hornets. What's going on here? No offense to Wendell Moore. Just saying. And Taj Gibson, 5 minutes out there. That's your lineup if you're the Nets? Or sorry, not the Nets, the Hornets? The Hornets. The Hornets. What is this? Well, I mean, I'm great. I'm grateful these guys. I'm thankful, I should say. These guys got a run tonight because everybody who has worked this hard to make it here. Everybody in the NBA is talented. Don't get me wrong. These guys are talented basketball players, but relative to the NBA landscape, this roster is absolutely pathetic. And the reason for that is this injury report. I mean, here's the thing. Maybe some of the guys in the lineup tonight, Josh Okogie, Mark Williams, Salon, Yusuf Nurkic, Seth Curry, some of these guys could be complementary pieces, good complementary pieces, next to LaMelo Ball, to Miles Bridges, to Brandon Miller, to Trey Mann, to Josh Green. Those guys on this injury report. Now, the Hornets, we know they're not going to be a great team anyway. I mean, we saw it earlier this season, what I'm talking about. But to throw out the lineup they did tonight, I'm sorry, this is tanking. This is what tanking looks like. I thought the NBA wanted to get rid of this. I thought the NBA years ago put in rules to eradicate tanking, to eradicate resting players in moments where, we're shutting down Joel Embiid. Oh, we're resting Paul George and Yabu, who was the only impactful Sixer this year. It's like, what? I'm sorry. The NBA, to me, years ago, it felt like the NBA, they make changes in which you think, okay, yeah, they're listening to fans. They are listening to the public. They're hearing the public and they're going behind the scenes. They're going to the governors, the ownership, and they're making rule changes. They've done that. And I feel like most of the time it's just becoming a show because the NBA's done that with multiple things where, oh, they changed the rule, but you have to stay on top of it. You have to execute the law in the league because teams doing this, it's ridiculous. I mean, let's take this for example. I believe it was last season. It seems like seasons ago, but I believe it was last season. Remember when the NBA was cracking down on the foul hunting? It's like, oh, Trae Young and James Harden, they foul hunt so much. Stop calling this specific play where, oh, a defender, he's defending normally, and then Harden or Trae Young just lunges his body forward and then shoots the ball. Or you have that uppercut that just, oh, defender has his hands here. Oh, uppercut. We see it from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a lot. Those type of plays. But that's what I'm saying is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was able to do that all season long, and now he's going to win the MVP, potentially over Nikola Jokic. And yet, one of his best attributes is getting to the free throw line based off of what he does in foul hunting, in which the NBA was supposed to crack down on last year. So that's one example, but I'm really talking about tanking right now. This is another example of, oh, the NBA, you can't just rest players. You'll be fine. When we see teams always get slaps on the wrist, like, okay, Atlanta, oh, you rested Trae Young in that NBA Cup game against the Celtics. Boom, fine. I believe the Suns, maybe a couple weeks ago, fined as well. I know a couple teams have been fined on this, but they're slaps on the wrist. Like, okay, $50,000. Like, great. Like this organization, the Celtics just sold for $6.1 billion. Oh my goodness, we lost 25K because we arrested Trae Young. And those are the only punishments. I mean, it's serious. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. The NBA, they put in establishment to eradicate tanking by you're not allowed to rest your players or else you'll be fined. If this player is deemed healthy and he's resting, you'll be fined as a club. First of all, the fine, again, as I'm saying, slap on the wrist. Secondly, the NBA just they pick and choose where they want to enforce it. And I want to say they enforce it. I mean, if you took all of the occasions, it's like 1 out of 100, 1 out of 200. Literally that ridiculous. Where on 100 to 200 occasions where a team will actually be outright resting their players, on one occasion of the 1 to 200, the NBA will actually do something about it. And the fine, $50,000. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And let's just look at this injury report one more. This is tanking, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is literally what I'm talking about. You cannot tell me that all of these players for the Hornets, oh, just all their best rotation players are magically hurt at the same time. Even the other night, the Celtics in Orlando, top six, all resting, all out. It's like, is that are they all unhealthy the same game? Every single one of them? Oh my goodness, Tatum. Like they literally pull out injuries from, oh, this happened earlier this season and we're just going to bring it back around. Drew Holiday in his shoulder. Okay, we need to, he needs to be out, shoulder impingement. We have to condition him, or the injury. This is what they call it, injury management, right? Injury management. That's what I was looking for. Drew Holiday and his shoulder impingement. Oh, Jason Tatum and his ankle. Oh, he rolled his ankle in Sacramento. Okay, just put him out of the lineup. Yeah. Yeah, he's dealing with that ankle still. Oh, Porzingis. Oh, he's sick again. He's sick. It's flu season for nobody else but Porzingis. It's like Horford. That toe is bothering him constantly. That toe is bothering him. It's like, what? These players aren't injured. Like, it's a bunch of bogus. It's absolutely 100% a bunch of bogus. The only injured player I'll say on that list, that injury report, is Jaylen Brown and his knee. Straight up. Jaylen Brown wasn't resting. We've known about that knee issue for a while now. He's talked about it. Everybody else, I mean, and Grant Williams on the Hornets side of things, sure, torn ACL. Everybody else, I mean, I can't. How do you have all your best players? Every single one of them. Every single one. And it's just a loophole because I don't think the NBA, like if you're getting, if you're going to the doctor and the doctor is writing a note, right, and you hand it to the Adam Silver, here you go, here's my doctor's note. It's like I don't think Adam Silver can turn that down the way your teachers and counselors couldn't turn it down. Like, oh, here's my doctor's note. It's like, okay, like that's basically what's happening in the NBA. The NBA went, if you're outright resting, if you're just missing school, you're getting fined, you're getting a detention, whatever, blah blah blah. Now it's like, oh, here's my doctor's note. And it's like, oh, who is this? Oh, the team doctor? It's like one of your parents being the doctor. Like, just write me a note. You get it right. Or one of your friends or whoever. It's like, yeah, give me the note. And that's literally what's going on in the NBA right now. Just wanted to point that out because the lineups we saw in this game just utterly horrendous. Utterly horrendous. I mean, I can't believe the NBA allows it. I really can't. Let's also throw this out there. This is a screenshot from SeatGeek. First of all, shout out SeatGeek. Use the code Celtics Weekly for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. So a little plug right there. But this is a screenshot from SeatGeek for Sunday's game against the Charlotte Hornets. Now, look at the pricing. The smallest price of a ticket, the lowest price of a ticket, is $104. Now, of course, we're talking about the game between the Charlotte Hornets and the Boston Celtics on Friday. However, I was a witness to what the lowest ticket price was for that game as I looked it up earlier in the day, and I can tell everybody it was $108. So the game on Friday was even more expensive than the game on Sunday. Now, of course, not by much, $4 on SeatGeek. However, this is also a point that needs to be mentioned within all of the tanking and all of the nonsense that goes on in the NBA. We have real paying fans coming into the arena expecting to see a good product, paying hundreds of dollars. It's not just $100, right? I mean, think about a family of four. That's just $400 just to get into the arena, the lowest price to get into the arena for a family of four. Plus, you could have a train ticket. Plus, you could have parking. Plus, there could be food or beverage expenses. All of these different expenses you have to factor in. And when you're just resting players like this, like the Hornets did, and there are some other culprits of this in the NBA right now. I wish we could really make an entire list. But when you see the amount of resting and the loophole tanking, it's not fair to fans who are paying literally $500,000, if not up to $1,000 in some situations, to come to the game. This needs to stop in the NBA. This needs to stop. Stop the tanking. Stop the resting. Players used to play 81, 82 games a year. Now you see 65, you see 60, you see 70. You don't see the 80s anymore, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.